What's up, guys? Sean here. So tonight, I have signed up for StreamYard, and so this is the first video that I've ever done with it, and so nothing is set up in it. So I'm going to go through. I'm going to use my my live stream sketch file that I use in Streamlab, and I'm going to pull colors from it, pull my logo out of it, just make a bunch of files and soup up my StreamYard. So we're going to try, guys. We're going to see what it's all about. We don't have anybody here, but I'm not really here to chat with you guys per se. I'm really here just setting it up, and I thought I'd go live with you guys and play around with it and just see what ends up happening. There's a lot of things that are pretty cool about it. So we're just gonna try some things out, see what happens, guys. It's all in the spirit of exploration. All right. So a couple things that I've done in the past is I've had these stripes across the bottom. So let's go over here. And I like what's going on here. Okay, guys. This is kind of my background for my old live stream. This is the coming soon page. And I've got a bunch of different things in here. So I can turn that off. There's my live chat every Tuesday. So what I want to do is I want to turn all these foreground items into overlays, and then I want to turn the background into a background. Okay, so I think the first thing I want to do is background a thing. All right, so there's background. So let's turn that off. That's already off. Turn that off. Turn that off. All right, so we already got a background, right? That's a pretty good background. So I'm going to export this as a background. How do I get to the chat? There's the chat. What's up, whoever's in here? I don't know who's in here, but I hope you're good. Just playing around with StreamYard. I hang out on Claude, Drone Effects with Claude's channel a lot, and he uses StreamYard. And he told me it was super easy to use. So basically, I'm setting it up, and I've just invested in the year. I paid for a whole year of it. And this is going to be my live stream format this year. So hopefully by the time I get some super chats or things like that, this will pretty much pay for itself if I start live streaming a lot with it. I'm going to try to set it up on my iPad. It'd be awesome if I can live stream from my iPad on location, different places. So we're going to see what happens. So yeah, so right now we're working on a background. So where should we put this? Let's put it in thumbnails. Now everything happens on a website. So hopefully by the time I upload all these graphics, once I go on my iPad, I'll just be able to pull from the asset library, and everything's going to happen on the cloud, and then I can download live streams from there. So this is a little bit different format. I'm using my Logitech Brio camera. I'm up close to the computer and just trying things out. So this isn't a formal live stream. So if that's what you're looking for, don't come. But if you want to just hang out and see what this is all about, let me know what happens. What this is really going to do is it's going to help me do interviews and interview people this year. So yeah, actually, I'm going to look at my YouTube to see if I'm on, because that might not be a thing either. But by gummit, I just paid for it, so it should be. I mean, it looks like I'm live. We're about to get some feed.
It looks like I'm live.
Yep, I'm live, guys. Check it.
We're about to get some feed. It looks like I'm live.
Yep, I'm live, guys.
Check it. We're about to get some feed. It looks like I'm live.
I'm going to turn it down. Ooh, that's horrible. That is a horrible sound. But hopefully this will let me. So if this all works out, then I might end up doing like a 2-monitor thing. You know, with the Logitech Brio, this might be kind of a nice little tutorial type scenario where I've got a small picture over in the left, and then I can show you guys an application screen, and I can run through a tutorial. So this might be pretty awesome. We might do like a series on branding or a series on, you know, building your website through Sketch or through Bootstrap or something like that. But yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to just play around. All right, so I'm going to create that folder, and we're going to do background. Again, I also don't know what the quality of this video is going to be like. So hopefully it's 1080, but I didn't even look at any of the specs to see what it's like. I feel like my video feed looks really good, but I'm also pretty tiny. So we'll see what happens, guys. All right. So we have saved the background. So now we're going to stop sharing, and we're going to share we're going to share StreamYards. Okay. So now we're in StreamYards, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to brand, and the graphic that I just uploaded, we're going to upload it here to the background section. So I'm going to search. I put it in thumbnails. This is where I put all my YouTube thumbnails. We're going to go here and here. All right, it's uploading. As you can see, it's spinning around. I got 2 comments. Let's see who's in the chat. Nacho Rolling says I'm tiny. Watch your mouth. But yeah, thanks. Yeah, I need to reverse it. I wish I could put myself on the other side so I could look at the application that I'm running. So I'll probably move the camera to that side. So I'm actually looking at whatever application I'm doing a tutorial on. But I think this is working out. How do I sound, Nacho? Is my audio all right? Thanks for always being faithful and helping me out with the behind the scenes stuff. All right. So, and check it. You guys can see the chat. So that's kind of cool. I might see if I can push this through OBS, but I don't know. We'll see. Just playing around. So let's change it to this one. All right. We already got some StreamYard Studio branding on there. That's pretty cool. Next, we're going to deal with the logo. Let's put a logo on here. So I wish I could share multiple screens, but so we're going to stop sharing, and then we're going to start sharing again. And we are going to share Sketch. All right, so we got SketchUp. I am already loving this, guys, because I can chat with you guys. This is kind of like a picture-in-picture. I've already got my branding on there. And then I can, I can go over here and work in an application. You guys can see my mouse. All right, so now we need a logo. I'm not sure what kind of logo I need, but let's, just for purposes, just because we're doing it, I'm going to do this logo. And in Sketch, I can export this by itself. So I can export that as a PNG. And we're going to call this Shauna Sis Icon. Nacho says, I sound great. I'm using the Yeti microphone. He said he likes StreamYard, and easily have guests. So, yeah, Nacho, in my either my New Year's resolution live stream or the next week, the plan was to bring guests on. I'm pretty sure that was the New Year's Eve live stream, and you showed me how I could do it on the iPad. I went back and looked at the iPad, or like that little session. I thought that was great, but something that it does is it's based on like mobile connection and quality iPad, and the FaceTime camera sucks on a lot of the iPads. So, the reason I invested in StreamYard this year is because I want to do it. I want to do it good, and I want to do different types of live streams where I talk with a bunch of guys or girls at the same time, or I have one guest, or I just live stream myself. So I think this scenario where I don't even have a guest in here right now, but I can already see the potential of having me, me in the shot, but tiny, and then have an application because I've got a lot of application software, technical, nerdy skills that I don't ever show because it takes some time to screen record and all that kind of stuff. But if I can do this on the fly and people just want to come watch me do it, I think this is going to be awesome. So I'm already thinking about different applications that I can teach. I think branding your YouTube channel, I think, is going to be a nice little series, teaching people how to use Sketch or Affinity to make a nice, crispy logo, background graphics that aren't too cluttered. So yeah, I'm kind of super excited about Friday night by myself in my office with Nacho. So, all right, we're going to do a little bit more on branding, and then Nacho, I might invite you in here and just test this out if you don't mind. But you don't have to go on camera if you don't want to. I'm okay with that too. But I like hanging out with you. All right, so logo. All right, so now we got the logo. So we're going to stop sharing that. This part's annoying a little bit. So I wish I could key up multiple share screens. So let's share my screen again. Don't show this tip again because that's annoying to me. I mean, I could share my whole screen and then that would be good, but I kind of like popping it up in that little minute. So that already I'm digging that that background image. So we're going to go over to brand, and we are going to upload my icon. All right, we're good to go. I like that. All right, so we got my logo on there. So if I go back to full screen, my logo is going to be up there in the corner. So that's pretty cool. I might put the live now tag on it. So yeah, let's put the live tag now. I might switch this to an overlay though. But so if I turn my camera, interesting. So if you turn yourself off, the audio goes off too. So that's good. Good to know. I don't know if that's good, but it's good to know. Thanks, Nacho. So now I don't like how I wish I could move the logo. Can I move the logo? Nope. So I can't put the logo anywhere else, which I'm okay with it being in the corner, but now I gotta sit over there. There. How's that? I don't feel like my video feed's crispy, but I wasn't able to remove a lot of the background. Did you say my audio is gone? Check, check. Check, check, 1, 2, 3. Check, check, 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, yeah. It says I've got my Yetis working. Okay, I'm back. Sweet. It's really nice that you're in here, Nacho, because I can talk with you back and forth. So yeah, all right. So far we've got background all set. We've got logo up in the corner. I wonder how many overlays I can add. Let's try that now. So all right, so yeah, let's just stay in here. I'm going to go to Sketch, and I'm going to turn on Live Now. Cool, Nacho. Okay, this will be a good overlay. Let's do this. So we're going to export, and this is social. All right, so we're going to go over here to brand. We can add an overlay. And this is social. Okay, so I don't like that. So we have to basically be strategic with our overlays. Okay, so that overlay didn't work. So we're going to kill that. I did that again. I shouldn't do that. So don't click on your face because that kills you. All right, we're going to remove that. So this is kind of what everything looks like when I'm just live chatting, which is it's professional. It's nice and clean, nice and crispy. My logo's up in the corner. So I like that. Something I didn't like the other night is I was hanging out on Claude's channel, and so since my logo is up in the right corner, right top hand corner, it like if you have a guest on and they're over there, your logo shows up on their video, which is kind of weird. So I'm not a super big fan of that, but all right. I will invite you in. This will be fun. You'll be my first guest here. All right. I'm not going to put it in the chat because I don't want to just invite the world to my live stream. I want to be a little bit more selective. All right, Nacho. And when it says to choose the camera, try to choose the best option that you have. All right. So we'll try this out. All right. So I've invited Nacho to come in. Curious to see what the lag is. We'll see what happens. There he is.
I'm famous now. Yay.
We got a little Nacho in the room. What's up, man?
Nacho. I'm sitting in a hotel room in Denver, waiting to go home. Got a flight out in the morning. Well, not in the morning, in the afternoon, but I figured the weather here was pretty horrible. I better go a day early.
Very cool.
Good times.
Yeah, I saw the snow in your picture on Facebook.
Did you see the little video I posted?
No, I didn't. Sorry, I was working crazy today. Whoa, you're sideways. Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's good. I just turned my phone. I'm trying to find a way to put this so I don't, because I didn't bring any computer with me to go home. I just brought my phone.
So this is the iPhone 11?
11. Yes.
On a mobile connection?
No, I'm in a hotel,
cool.
So I don't know how bad that is. But I did bring like a little
if it's anything like the hotel in St. Louis, it's yeah.
Yeah, well.
Cool.
It is what it is. But I like StreamYards. I think bang for the buck, they offer pretty much the best product out there. Compared to I paid for Zoom for a little bit, and it was fine. But StreamYards, the fact that when you pay is really nice, and it's simple to use. It's so simple, even Claude can use it. Sorry.
Watch it.
I taught him a lot of stuff.
Brent Newman.
I taught him, but in the beginning. Hey, Brent.
Brent, you want to come on here too?
Come on. Yes, please. That'd be great. Because that way we don't have to type. Because I can't type and do this at the same time. So.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and get him on Facebook just in case he wants to come.
Do you know what got me away from this StreamYards?
What's that?
The fact that you can't host from a mobile device. You can join, but you can't host it, and that's the end. That's the only reason I didn't pay for it.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Because I couldn't do my thing, on the bike. Not that I wanted other people, but I could have brought other people in, when I wasn't moving. But, oh,
Yeah.
fading.
Was it the mobile browser? Is that the reason, or because like I'm pretty sure my iPad Pro could handle it, but the browser on it probably doesn't.
iPad, I had an iPad. It just doesn't support it.
Doesn't support it.
I mean, I had an iPad Pro too, but not the new one. So maybe
Yeah.
When I tried it, I could not get it to work because it is a web-based. There's not an app, right? It's just Fire page. So it didn't.
Yeah,
that's the only way I know how to use it.
It's all browser based.
How bad's my audio?
Your audio sounds good. Your connection is chopping. I don't know if that's me or that's you.
It's probably me.
But you look great. Sound great.
I'm all windburn from riding, and I left Yuma this morning. It was snowing, and I think I got a little what do you call it? Windburn, or I don't know. But my face is very red. But I'm in a hotel now. And
yeah.
I'm happy.
Brandon's. That's pretty cool that I can show people's comments.
Oh yeah,
I really like that.
I'm surprised I'm not seeing the chat. Maybe it's because I'm in with, but I'm not. I remember seeing the chat on the side, like for the broadcast, but I don't.
Yeah,
see
you don't get
right
to
now.
see.
Not.
Do you have a menu over to the right? Oh, you're on the mobile phone.
Yeah. Right. Okay, I can see the chat now.
So maybe that's why.
The button. But I don't need to say hi, Brian, because Brian can hear me.
Yep. I can show my comment. I can show your comment. You get a comment. You get a comment.
All right,
I like that.
How do I get back?
I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so I'm going to pull that up, and now I'm going to go back to my branding color. Oh, there's a private chat. Oh.
Tell secrets.
Can you tell secrets to the people watching on live, or is it like, oh?
You can tell me something. Like if you would tell me something like, stop being nacho-ish. If I'm being bad, you can discipline me.
Yep.
Without having to embarrass me in front of everybody.
So the private chat is like everybody that's in the StreamYard group. And then comments are coming from you.
In the panel, just for the...
Here's a big, long comment. We'll put that up. Oh, that's cool that you can show all of that.
He's actually in bed, laughing loud. I had a very busy week. Snowbird Dennis, what are you saying? I'm not going someplace warmer. I'm heading back to Pennsylvania. Okie land. I was ready to go to bed.
All right. So
I'm glad I did now.
Yeah, this is nice.
But StreamYard is great.
I feel like all right, so I changed the brand color, so it looks like all it did was change the stripe over to the left. But ooh,
look at that.
That's very nice.
I have a very, very
that.
Silly little tripod. Let's try to angle this.
Show display names or not. right, so I like the brand color here. I don't know that I'm a fan of the brand color here on our names. It doesn't look too bad, but if I go here and I change, I wish they'd add more themes to it. Or I wish I could kind of design my own theme.
Can't you? It doesn't let you? I've never paid for it because I don't know what the versions it gives you.
Well, not that I know of so far. You can upload. So the theme you can't change. There's a default theme and a minimal theme. So this is default, which is big and honky. And then minimal is kind of nice and subdued, which I like better here. But if I show people's comments, which I don't mind minimal, but I think the default version of the comments is a lot more thought out.
Right. I like the fact that you can just click on a comment and show everybody. Like right now you're showing Brent his own comment. It doesn't just do the last one. You can click on whichever one you want to show Brent. He's asking in the chat.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because there's so many times when I'm like 2 or 3 minutes off of what you guys are talking about in the chat. Like what I'm talking about, there's a lag between what I say and then what the audience hears, and then they type something, and then by the time I finally get to it, it's like
it's not even, you don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Yeah, sometimes like someone will say "yup," and I'm like, "What the heck was yup for?" I don't remember what I said
usually,
2 minutes ago.
And it's usually me. So I appreciate you getting StreamYard. There now I got my camera a little higher. I'm balancing on medicine. There you go.
Yeah. Hide your high beams.
I got no high beams. I just have moves. I have moves, but no high beams. It's Friday night. We can play. We can be slightly bad. Look at me. I'm traveling. Guess what? Out of all my camera equipment, all my drones, all my stuff that I have, what did I bring with me besides my phone?
I don't know.
I'll be on the road for 10 days.
You brought your GoPro? Nailed it. I said it right before you showed it. So you got your
with my beautiful
audio adapter. You got your
nice little.
That's the one. That's the microphone you said I should get for my video for my moto vlogging, right?
Bicycles. Yeah. I love that little microphone. But then I also have
mini Rode.
Yep. And then I brought my mic bag. This is my sound bag with just many wire adapters. The 2 different Rode mics that I have the one that goes right into the lightning port, and then I have your standard video micro that I can use with the GoPro, and then a little lav, because I'm gonna be vlogging on the way back in the car, and I don't know what I'm gonna need for that. I have no idea. I've never done that, so I might even go live from the car. We'll see how that feels. Car.
Are you getting?
The car has to come back.
I thought you were driving your sister's Jeep or something. What happened to that?
She offered it to me. I didn't take it. She offered it. I don't want it. Nope. I have a lot of plans this week. Monday, I am going to put a car hitch. I need to put a hitch on the car. So I've dropped it off at U-Haul. Tuesday, family stuff, doctor appointment, go home. I'm going to start driving back on Friday.
Yeah.
And I am leaving my bike in Denver. And I think I'm staying here. The job to stay in Yuma. And not to sound like an old fart, but the work is easy. The money is good. And they're giving me time off to go home every time. Like traveling. I'm thinking I'm staying. I'm just have to sit down and talk to my wife about it. We talked about it a little bit, and she's not gonna. She's like, it's your decision. But that's also, it's like, yeah, do what you want. Like that kind of, it's like a minefield when they say that. So, I'm kind of, I like the job, but am I ready to not travel around? You know me, I'm going to kill a place. Like you with the buttons. Oh, what's that scrolling across the bottom?
Yeah.
Natural rolling.
That is called a banner. I can put a banner on there. So.
I thought it said something else.
Oh, Nacho is a what?
What? Remember, the phone's small. That. My eyes aren't that good. Oh, look.
Maybe on deck is probably a bad. I need to come up with a better thing to do.
It's better than
so
on.
I did that. There you go.
Here, you want to see something? You want to see how vain I've become? Look at this. Hold on. Can you see that?
Oh, nice. You get is it a patch, like a Velcro patch? Like
yeah.
Army Velcro patch?
Yeah, there's on Amazon. It's like $7. Got it made.
Nice.
If you want, I'll send you a link.
Yeah. Is that one of those bags you can strap a whole bunch of crap on it?
Yeah, with molly loops and all that.
It's got all these like.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when I bought the bag, I went, I'm going to spend the $7 and have a patch made. Yeah. Is that your bag? Yes. It's got my name on it.
Nice.
Yes, it does. This is so weird not having any technology.
It's like a magnet on the car, though. You can swap it out. Yeah.
I forgot. I have something else. I forgot. I did have one other camera with me. I forgot. I had a lot of pockets. When I picked up the bag, I felt it.
Oh, you got the Max with you.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you think about the? What do you think about the new Insta360? I know we had talked a little bit about it, and I know you're bitter.
I'm bitter. I am bitter, and I haven't watched a single video review of it because when I see the standard guys who get them, you know what I mean, and I'm just like, I don't even want to watch them. But I do notice, but I haven't watched them, that they have some gripes, like a lot of them, I believe.
Yeah.
And I should watch it, but I haven't watched it. And I admit that getting it for the Mavic is tempting. I was like the other night after I saw that it was available already, that it's not like something I have to wait for. Because to be honest with you, if you buy that package, the Mavic package or whatever, the drone package, it gives you all the same parts as the what is it called, the 360 package, but with a few more parts. So if you buy that, then you get everything that you need to make it a 360 camera, except maybe the housing, I guess. So I was tempted.
It's a better deal.
But there's other stuff that I want before I get that, and here's the thing. I hate this. I'm really liking my Max. I'm not using it like I did. Like I'm not. It's because of where I am. It's just not very exciting. But yeah, it's right in the picture. It's the new software is so much better than the old software. It's so much easier to work with. And when I need it, it's there and it's easy. So I'm not like, I don't know. You've heard me complain about, I don't want to get caught up in the technology. I'm not a tech reviewer. I'm a motor vlogger. I do help people with ideas and I come up with like solutions to problems, which is something I like to do. Like, how are we going to make this work? But that's as much as the tech is to me. You know what I mean? It's more about just kind of riding around. So I don't know. I just don't want to get too, how it is. It's very easy to get caught up in the tech. Like, for example, when's the last time you took your drone and just went flying? Not videoing, not making a video, just flying. You know what I mean? You start doing that, like, because I remember one day I went out and just flew for fun. No, I don't think I recorded anything. Maybe I took a couple pictures, but I just flew around. And I forgot, oh yeah, that's why I bought one of these. This is fun.
Yeah.
and it's so easy to get caught up in the videos that you just, it's
Yeah.
just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just bitter because I thought I'd be further by now, but I've also kind of taken a break from it because of it. So I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I do get.
I just don't want. Okay.
I do get frustrated whenever I see like Everyday Dad, like his channel. He started about maybe like 2 or 3 months before me, and like he's already hit 100,000 subscribers, and I'm like excited to almost hit 5,000.
Well, I would be happy to have 5,000 subscribers. So just saying, just throwing that out there. I at the same time, I don't want to be a commercial. You know what I mean? I want to have fun.
Yeah.
I want to do
I agree with
something.
that
I want people to follow for that, but it's so hard not to fall and do that. You know what I mean? You're a tech reviewer, and that's what you do, and that's great. But I'm not. You know what I mean? And when I said the other night, it sounded very bitter. When I said the other night, I said, I'm not even going to talk about the equipment. I'm just going to do my thing and take pictures. And if somebody asks me what I did or how I did that, like, I'm not going to tag into the 360. I'm not going to tag. I'm just going to do what I'm doing. And if people want to know, because it's just like the difference. It's like, it's almost like they've brainwashed us all into product placement in our show, in our videos. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's become so common. It's kind of bothers me. It's all like we're just pumping, we're spending money and giving them free advertising. You don't want to get too into it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. Nobody watches my stuff anyway. So we got big.
Yeah.
Only half a show though.
There's different views.
Yes.
This is kind of where we were. I wish I could move them up.
But like Steve just said, the mom's small. Steve just said he does it for fun, and I try to do it for fun too. Like, and I noticed. Do you notice the difference between my videos on Facebook and the videos? And my videos on Facebook always get lots of views because I'm having fun. You know what I mean? I'm usually doing a short clip. There's a clip today I did where I'm riding in the snow on the bike, and it's posted as, people always wonder what's going through the mind of a guy out in the freezing cold on a motorcycle. And when the video, and then you see the video, and I am basically singing along as I drive down the road. And the snow is so slippery. I'm so happy that the bike is in the shop, and I did not crash today because it was tough.
Yeah. Was it as rough as the trying to make it to St. Louis in time?
That
was pretty
first
rough.
day was pretty rough, but it's it was much colder now, but I'm used to it now. I didn't go from 80 to like 30 in one day. That was more than my body could handle. Now I've been in the teens and 20s so long that people look cold, and I'm sitting there thinking, actually, I'm sweating a little bit because I got the heated gear cranked under my clothes. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to figure out these overlays now.
All right, yeah. So you're looking at. I'm trying to remember. You're the screen where you have like all the different options. Does that still look like that? So you have like where you put your logo in, and you have overlays. And I could have sworn you could upload your own overlays.
Yeah, you can upload one overlay. Okay. So I put this one in here, which is my social media and
right.
my,
And it, you know what you
but
can do to fix that?
So now, yeah, I'm doing that right now. So I'm making a invisible ping like the size of a TV screen,
with
and
that
then putting all my overlays on it.
Right.
Yep.
I was gonna say, if you
I'm
make
gonna
like
try
a 1920 by 1080 rectangle and then just put everything where you want it on the screen and make it a PNG, then it should put it where you want it on the screen instead of just straight across the middle.
Yep. The only problem is it's going to have to be like a corner badge or like a little bug somewhere, because it right now, like, so if I turn this off, I like it right there on top of us. But if I turn this on, it'll be covering up my screen. I don't like that. So
right. It's a shame that I don't.
It's gonna have to be a corner.
I don't know if you know him. I'm sure you heard of him. I don't know if you know him because he's on a lot of the shows. Do you know Curtis Dart? Have you talked to Curtis Dart at all?
Is that the I talked to a guy on Claude's channel one day that had like the Paradenofi flying through his thing, and he did all this OBS stuff, and we spent maybe an hour talking about my settings, and we did all my settings, and then he completely screwed. Like, I couldn't get my live stream to work that week because we screwed up everything. So I had to uninstall it and reinstall it.
Yeah.
And
no, that's not.
He's a French guy.
Yeah, no, that he's Portuguese actually, and he was a nobody.
Oh, okay.
He was rough. He was, but he's a very smart, talented guy. But he pissed everybody off, including me. But I never say anything. I was always nice and respectful. But I would, when he was on, I would avoid the channel. This is before I got banned. Banned.
Yep. All right. So from now on, you can talk about being banned. Yep.
I'm done.
Because it's causing issues on my channel now of like, when both of you guys are on, I don't want to deal with it.
All right.
You guys can deal with it, but I don't want to deal with it.
Well, we are dealing with it. We just don't talk to each other. So,
yeah.
Oh well. So
I think I'm whittling him down, but I don't know.
I get it. I hear you. What was that guy? Nay, that was his name. That's who you're thinking of. Actually, you know who Curtis Dart is? Curtis Dart, he runs like pretty much all of those forums on Facebook for drones. If that's how you'll recognize his name, because he pretty much has a monopoly on that crap. He spends a lot of time with those guys and Canadian Drone Hub, and he's in that circle. And I almost met him. We almost went to when I was in Washington, but he basically he's everywhere in drones and gets involved. He was really involved with the guys who made that weird stick that's no one talking about at all anymore. Remember that
Switch pod?
I don't even know what it's called. It looked like a air like for fighter plane kind of thing. Uh-oh. I don't remember you getting one.
That thing?
No. It was a controller that the DJI controller plugged into, and even Ken Herron did it and crept on, said it was crap, and a bunch of other people said it was crap, and there was just like a whole big movement of that when I went right after Washington. So in the beginning of the year.
Okay.
And I would have loved to have tried it because it needed fixing. That's why I wanted to try it. I know it's insulting on this guys who designed this, and I'm thinking, yeah, but it needs something. and I wanted to get my hands on one so bad because it was a great idea, but it had its flaws. Like, because what are you going to do with it? You always have a table, or are you going to have, it needed like some way to use it. You know how I'm always making mounts with these little parts and building things, and I said I could make this work like a Velcro leg strap, so you're sitting and it can be Velcro to like your knee. so you can use it with one hand, because you were like it was so awkward to use, but it was so good at the same time. It gave it a whole different experience. And for some reason I can't remember the name of it, but there's no talk of it at all anymore. So, but he was part of that. He became friends with the astronaut. I don't remember the astronaut's name. But you can make that bigger, huh?
Well, it's like proportions. So if I change the size of the window, it'll change the proportion of it. But I don't like my logo being over it.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I'm being all picky.
Have you considered putting the logo? Oh.
I don't like that either. And then if I do that, it's full screen. I like I just need to figure out where things go when I touch them.
I get it. Oh my God, my head's so big. It got so
yeah.
red.
And then I got to move like here is fine, and then I got to go be like, I got to move over here. I got to go to my mark.
You can put little X's on the desk where you control.
Yeah. But I'm gonna fix this a little bit. I don't mind my bug at the top now.
Oh, that's better.
But I don't like it whenever I go to this view.
Oh, I do have. Oh.
But I can turn it off.
Just curious. I'm pushing buttons now, so bear with me. Yay, look, I'm gone. I'm back.
You need to upload your icon, and then it'll show your brand.
I don't know. I don't know how to upload my icon. It doesn't really give me a lot of options here. I don't have any on the phone. On my phone, it has no options. If I was on like the desktop, I think I'd be able to get away with more.
When you clicked my link, did you log in, or
no? I just
did
clicked the link.
Come straight to the stream?
It came straight to the stream.
So it might not. So that wouldn't remember your settings and stuff.
Because I don't think I ever used the phone before. I think I always used the computer. So my Mac.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull my iPad up. I'm gonna invite my iPad.
You can invite your iPad, and it's gonna work, but you just can't host with the iPad.
Yeah, I just want to see what you're seeing.
Oh, no.
Because I'm cool like that.
You are cool. You're so cool. Isn't he cool, everybody? I'm like the super fan right now. It's like a super fan wet dream.
Really?
No. Okay.
So I tried to live stream with my Insta360 the other day, and I was really frustrated because, for one, in order to live stream on your mobile device, you have to tether it via cord.
Right.
The cord on my iPad
it's USB-C now. So.
Well, I have the cord. They gave me that cord too, but the stupid app won't run in landscape. So my iPad has to be portrait, and the cord is sticking out of the bottom of it. So now I have to find some special stand that lets a cord stick out of the bottom of my iPad.
Well, am I correct? Like when you do that, you can control your camera angle. It's not 360 like that everybody can spin around, is it? Because like when I used to live stream with my
well, no,
what was that silly my Gear 360 2017.
Yeah.
When I live stream with that, you can turn and look around, but it's funny because it does something that the Insta 360 One X doesn't do. Ron. I stayed at his house too. Ron, you see, you must see. Yeah, Ron.
Yeah, I was. Lockwood, yeah. Ron Lockwood.
Yeah.
I was talking with him last night.
We hung out in Washington. We met up when he came to Washington to Oregon with his friends, and I rode with them all day. And then on the way home from Washington, I stayed at his house in Rapid City, outside of Sturgis, like the day before Sturgis. So we went down to Sturgis and did all kinds of stuff. But I forgot what I was talking about. Why did I start talking about it?
You're talking about what the Gear 360 does that the Insta360 doesn't.
Oh, when I rode with them in Washington, I live streamed with the Insta360-1X. Oh, Insta3, yeah, that's it. On my bike, and I rode with them and streamed, and then it only gave me one angle, and I was like, well, this is crap. It's like, what kind of crap is this? Because I was expecting to do the same as the Gear 360, and it didn't. I was a little disappointed, and I never tried again after that because I was like, this is crap. I had that long, the long pole out the front, and I had the wire run to my phone, and I was like, hey, we were live. This is great. It wasn't great.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are two options on the Insta360 1X. There's one to live stream in flat mode, and you can point the camera wherever you want it to go. And then the other one is to live stream in 360. So I'm not sure. I'm thinking I could live stream in 360 and someone could watch me on the Oculus Quest and just kind of look around. That's what I would think would happen. But it's
that's what you want to happen.
That's what I want to happen. That in a perfect world, and it would stream in 5.7K. But it only streams in like 720, so 360 video in 720 is stupid. So
stuff, the Kucam or whatever. I know Ben just did a video on it, and Ben Claremont.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm like got my blinders on. I don't want to see anything else to spend money on. I've got to pick up a puppy in a few weeks. I've got money, and my money's spent.
Right.
You know? And my bike is going to cost, like, the service on my BMW is almost $500 every time. And it's going to need a battery, so it's going to be more, and maybe tires by the time I pick it up, and pick up the dog, and 4 flights in the next 3 weeks. I'm like, I don't want to know about new tech right now. I don't want to know. Can't spend no more money.
What's the deal with the dog? Do you have the dog yet, or you put a deposit?
She's still with the breeder. Yeah, I put a deposit on her, and I'm going to pick her up on February 1st. So I'll be driving the car from Yuma, where I back to Denver here. I'll be working on a Saturday morning, Green Bay, pick up the dog. She's going to meet me at the airport. I don't even have to pick up the dog. She's going to be waiting for me to get off my flight. Then she's going to hand me the dog, and I'm going to get back on a plane and fly back, and hopefully be back the same day. And her name is Nikki. We named her Nikki because I have a bunch of really bad ideas. And the name fits. Little Nikki is going to be fun. So, and we'll teach her how to ride. You know, standard stuff. Except now she's small, like Ben. Ben was 80 pounds. There's no way Ben was getting on the back of the bike, and there's no way I was picking him up on a regular basis. But the will was there. Trust me. He wanted to go because he rode the scooter all the time. He would have loved to get on the big bike, and if we stuck it on the back seat, he would have been fine. But he was too heavy. Couldn't do it himself. Now, Nikki, I'm going to get modifying a tank bag. I already have the tank bag back at the house. I'm working on it. I've been doing video, and getting ready to put some stuff together when she comes. But she's going to ride on the tank. I got a little heated tank bag for her to ride in. We go riding. But I know it's a dog. Nobody cares. I care. I'm a lonely man. I spend a lot of time alone. I needed company. I started to realize that I kept on saying it's not like the physical aspect of relationships that I miss. It's the intimacy, and just having somebody sitting next to you sometimes to pet is good enough. So that's in a nutshell. It's not just a lonely
Yeah.
guy riding around his motorcycle for 5 years by himself. It's finally getting to me. So.
Yeah. Well, they call it man's best friend. So.
Right. That's because they love you. You don't deserve the affection we get from them. You don't deserve that kind of love. So I don't. But it's making my head look so small. I didn't bring my lenses with me. Normally I would clip a lens over the camera and make it better. But that's why you're looking at this weird view of my whole room. My hotel room.
So I like this size of the comment, but I like the looks of this way better. So I think we're going to keep that.
I think that's good when you have two people. And yes, Brent, it's half Yorkie and half Chihuahua. Chorky, CH. And I would show you a picture, but I can't share anything. So, but you've seen it. Everybody's seen it.
So you can you share your screen?
I cannot.
On your phone?
No. Oh. When I thought you had your. Am I still here? All right, good. I tried to swipe up. I should have just tapped. My choices are audio, video, flip, chat, and leave. Those are my options.
Leave.
And when I click chat, I lose the picture. I only see the chat on the phone. That is. Somebody just tagged me a picture. I'm sure it's my breeder. I get my little messages, my little drop down, and I'm sure I haven't gotten a picture yet today. She sends me a picture every day. I'm sure it's my picture for today. But I only have one device.
Uh-oh.
You okay? Are you looking for my Facebook to see if you see it?
No, I'm trying. So my keyboard from my iPad died, but my keyboard won't show up on my iPad because it's still connected to it. Gotcha. Technology.
I've never had a keyboard for my iPad. I guess it's for me. I don't use it the way you do. It's more of a TV that I can travel with.
Yeah.
And
I've been loving
LumaFusion. Love you.
LumaFusion. Oh yeah, the editor.
Yeah.
I've been using Disney Plus in Taco Bell with my Beats in my Bluetooth headphones.
What are you doing with Taco Bell?
So I beat my. So I have Power Beats Pro, the headphones that are like the black AirPods.
Right.
And then, so those are paired to my iPad, and then I watch Disney Plus.
In Taco Bell.
In Taco Bell.
Yeah, yeah. You know that. She's like the district manager. She runs a whole bunch of Taco Bell.
For Yum?
Yeah. Yep. No, not Yum. She's worked for a franchise. She used to be part of Yum. Now she's just in a franchise. But she's a district manager.
Okay.
So she's a busy woman. One of the reasons I travel is because if I'm not, I spend all my time fixing crap at Taco Bell. Some Taco Bell errand for me when I'm home. So my glasses, I don't like these glasses. I've come to the conclusion. I've worn them now the whole time I'm here. I don't like them. If I have to have my head like this just to be able to see everything on the screen.
Can you just move your glasses up a little bit?
Yes, but that doesn't make me like on my face. No, just I miss my old glasses. I left them in Yuma. So here's what I'm doing. You want to know what I'm doing? I'm going home. I'm getting in the car and I'm packing a lot of crap. One of the happiest moments will be putting a real tripod from my photo studio into the trunk of the car and finally having a real tripod with me. That's one thing. Another thing I'm bringing is I'm going to bring my green screen again. And I'm going to bring not my good lights, but my crappy little lights. You know, one of those sets with the umbrellas and the light bulbs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? But I'm not bringing the light bulbs. I'm bringing the umbrellas and the stands, and I'm going to use my lume cubes to reflect off the umbrellas. So I'm going to bring two.
Cool.
That way, my little studio apartment will be my little studio. And not that I'm going to be going live anymore, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll be bored. But since I have a little place that's my own for a while, I'm bringing back enough to make a makeshift studio.
Very cool. I've got two little. They're not lume cubes, but they're about that size. LED panels.
Right. I like those. They change temperature too, don't they?
Yeah. They all the gamut. They do the same as my three, my GMV set.
Gotcha. How's your smart home thing working out?
Right.
Did you ever look into the Wise cameras?
It's all right. I looked into Wise. I ended up getting the blinks.
Yep.
I love the blinks, to be honest. I love the I don't like these zones yet because my zones don't work very well.
Right.
Like where you can set don't record if there's motion on the sidewalk or something like that.
Right.
But I can only do 60 minute clips or 60-second clips. So I can't make time-lapse videos of people walking their dog like you can.
The Wise cameras are only $25 to the door, and they require no hub. They're very cheap. I have them right in my apartment right now while I'm gone because I left all my stuff there. I have this part of my basement in Pennsylvania that it floods, so I want to make sure I could see it if it floods. And I put a bunch of little papers on the floor, so if it floods, the papers will float away and set off the motion detector. I have one in my garage covering my toolboxes, one at the front door, one out the front window, and I have two that we're putting up for the backyard when I get back to Pennsylvania. And I love them. And they're all set to continuously record. I have cards in all of them, so I can go back and see stuff for usually a couple of weeks worth, and no service required. Right. So I'm good. I like them. Easy expansion. Now I have what's called the Nicky Cam. I don't have the dog yet, but I have the crate, and I have the one Wise Cam mounted to the crate, so you can see the puppy. Work, howling or make a noise, I'll know it. So it'll set off alert. So I know when she's being bad. Another reason I like this job, even if I just like it for now, is that I'm 2 blocks from work, like 3 blocks from work, and we get an hour for lunch, which is something I haven't had in years. And I can go home for lunch and work with the dog, so she won't be alone too long. That's another reason I like being here. But all in all, it's all right. Not a bad job. I see like a patient a day, sometimes 2. It's like basically sit and cruise the internet all day.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of like a semi-retirement thing to me. I mean, just remembered, I like to take Dramamine the night before a flight because I get queasy. Uh-oh.
All right, so this is probably going to feed back unless I put headphones in.
Or turn the volume down. Yeah. Well,
I guess my audio is working right.
You can also mute the mic of the new person. You can mute them before you bring them in, I think. Or mute yourself before you bring yourself in.
Yeah. Oh, check.
Echo.
Mute the iPad too. So I muted my
Yep.
microphone, but then I didn't mute the speaker. I'm on here twice. What's up?
Oh, look at you. Mr. I got a million devices.
So what I could do with, there's still an echo.
I don't know.
That's funny. It won't check. It won't go all the way down my volume.
Well, just touch the screen on the iPad, right? And then pull up, and you'll see that you'll have some controls at the bottom of the screen. Just mute the microphone so that it's muted on the iPad.
Right. My audio is muted, but my speakers on my iPad aren't muted.
Yeah. Headphone jack and do it. No, listen, do it. There's my thing.
All right, here we go. Now we're good to go. Oh, it's my dirty office. I don't want to show that.
I remember when it was empty and clean. So did you solve the sunlight problem?
There's nothing in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep.
I'll just like your office is, you have this big office
I
now,
can
but
flip
now
my
it's
camera.
full of stuff.
Yeah, it's full of crap.
My car will just fill up as fast as I fill up my bike. Just the way it works.
All right, so I can have my channel and I can have my two.
You have good Sean and bad Sean.
Yep. Tomas is here. What's up, Tomas?
Hey, Tom,
So,
see the chat.
Tom,
I lived.
yeah.
It was someday.
So,
Got a new leopard.
wow, we got Thomas here, we got Steve here, we got Nacho, we got Brent. It's starting to turn into like a real thing.
And all we need is no. We need the other Brent. That's what we need. Where's the other Brent?
Yeah, where's Nunley? Or what is he now? What did he change his name to?
Did you change his name?
Not Nunley. Well, he changed his channel name.
I don't know. Otherbrent.com?
So I used to have a thing on my channel where monetization was default. And now, like, this chat's been going on for an hour, then it hasn't been monetized at all.
It's me.
So I got to figure that out.
I'm waiting for them to stop monetizing these things, these panels and chats, and you know what I mean? Because there are some people that just sit on there for 8 hours a day, and they're just sitting there, and they get and somehow they're gonna end up getting money for that. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. It's like the CB radio days when we were kids and hanging out with your friends in the CB radio and chatting for a few hours and getting paid for it. It just doesn't sound. It just. I'm sure somebody on YouTube's going, "Oh, we can't be having this." Which is
yeah.
Oh, look at that. watching the
What's
health
that?
of StreamYard, or at least it's showing that StreamYard is. Oh, of course, it's not going to do it. Look, there you go. Can you see that? It just
Yeah. So
shows
you got a
StreamYard.
notification about the health.
It just shows, like, I don't know what it's doing. I guess it's just saying that we're attached to StreamYard, because you know how you can control your phone with the watch. So I think it's just showing that StreamYard is what's being used. Oh well, there you go. So when's the last time you flew the Mini?
It's been winter and
with you?
windy here, so last time I flew it was probably before Christmas, I would think. I keep trying to get it out because they tore down the woods behind my house, so I keep wanting to put a drone up and just kind of peek around and see what they're doing. But
my house in Pennsylvania, when I traveled in the 90s, I lived in the woods with a little lake, and I used to take my dog down, and she would play in the water, and we had such a wonderful experience living there. And then I lost my job, and I started traveling, waiting to find a new job. This is 93, 92, whatever. And they cut down all the woods. On my first trip, I come home, the woods are gone, just stumps, nothing but stumps for as far as the eye could see. And then I was just devastated. And then the next time I came back, it was bulldozed flat. And I'm like, oh my God, what are they doing? And then the next time I came back, I lived in the backyard of the Wyoming Valley Mall. It was just a mall and the Wilkes-Barre Arena. And it was just like, so my street ended, there was like a fence, and then it was just an industrial park. It was so sad. It was just horrible. I was just like, our houses aren't worth anything anymore.
That sucks.
So are they building more houses?
I hope so. There's condos in our neighborhood too, so I hope they don't build condos because their value will go down. But if they build bigger houses that are more expensive, then our value will go up a little bit.
Gotcha.
So that's the hope. And I hope they don't build a house right up on our backyard.
And hopefully they do it all in 5.7K 360.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. They were burning up the woods. They were like tearing the trees down and putting them in piles and then setting them on fire. I really wanted to fly my drone over there and just get some smoky footage, but it was so windy. I figured my drone would fly right into a fire pile.
So Thomas, how are you feeling now? Are you better? How's that leg? I have the chat up so I can actually see it. You know, it's funny when I look at my eyes are so bad that your little icon in the chat to me looks like, what's that link that you posted, Sean?
That is, since there's only 3 people in here, that is the link to join the current chat.
Oh.
So I don't know if have Thomas in Messenger and Facebook. So
Thomas doesn't.
Thomas, you're welcome to join us.
You can get him in audio once in a while, but he's a private person. But what I was gonna say is that your little icon, with my bad eyes and the way it's lit with your logo behind your head, it almost looks like an afro. It almost looks like you're Bob Ross. You know, the guy who used to does the painting.
Yeah.
Trees and from glance, it's like you look like Bob Ross. Where did Thomas?
Oh, you're talking about my Sean Studios icon?
Yeah, with you sitting in front of it. I see. For some reason, I see Bob Ross. Not getting better, not getting worse. How's the diet going, Thomas? You know, everything helps. Lots of fluids, and I don't mean beer. Water, lots of water. What I like about this is that you still look like you're looking at the camera when you're reading the chat. I mean, your eyes turn a little bit. But...
Yeah, in order for me to look at the camera, my camera has to be right in the middle of my computer screen.
Right.
Because I didn't show you, but I went through and completely changed my office after our live stream.
Our live stream? How do I get rid of this? I want to go back. How do I get rid of the chat? Oh, there you go. So what did you do to it?
I'm going to try to find it real quick.
I can't believe I'm traveling with no technology. Well, minimal technology. No laptop. I don't think I've left my laptop anywhere, like out of reach, in the couple of years that I've had the MacBook Pro. It's always been with me. I'm going through a little withdrawal. No Minecraft tonight.
Yeah.
No Minecraft for a week. What? That's what I do when I'm not bothering people on their streams. I sit and play Minecraft by myself and make redstone contraptions. Nerd. I'm a nerd.
Yeah, totally.
Want to worry less in 2020?
No, I want to worry more.
I gotta watch this ad just so I can see the.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
Listening to like new age sleep music, really loud, like that just endless. I'm not sure what just happened there. Right. For a second, make Claude angry. I would change stuff. Noise in the background. That was my biggest sin on this channel. Don't ban me, please. Now putting this together so it's taller and not playing a balancing act. That's much better. I'm tired of seeing my man boobs in the video. It's kind of making me feel bad about myself. So I want like you.
Yeah.
Look, I'm Shot Night Studios. They're my head. I'll use lifesavers because lifesavers will save your life. Just make my angle better here. Now I really can't see. It's too close. I can't see anything. I'm gonna try to read. It's gonna try to read. Hey, you kids, get off my lawn. Oh.
So this is.
That. You saw I sent you that picture, right? That I re-edited to show you what I was talking about the crop. That's like practically that.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, I did the same thing. I zoomed in. I turned the backlight off behind the computer and just left the hues. So
I would put a hue dead center behind the computer because that glow was magnificent. I love that. It looked so good.
Yeah. Yeah. So the white, really good studio light was taking up so much of the, like it was taking over the hues. So the colors weren't showing very well. So I turned that
Well,
off and then do what?
But if you put one of the hues behind the computer, you can adjust it and make it as dim or bright as you want, and change the color for the occasion. So you get this beautiful off the dark gray background. You can make that turn into anything you want.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I just paused on my logo intro on a video real quick because I didn't have time to sketch it out. So, but it turned out pretty good. The only thing I didn't like is the like my hair kind of disappears sometimes because
you don't have a hair light.
Yeah, so the next thing is to point a light at the back of my head.
On top of your head. You know, it doesn't have to be very bright. You have barn doors, right? You showed me barn doors the other day. Use one of those lights with the barn doors.
Yeah.
Point it down and narrow it so it just kind of hits the top of your head from the front. So, or you would like the dark background. So no, just that. Or you say you could lighten the background a little bit, and that would work too. But I like the dark background. I like that back the other day. That looks so cool, and I just thought that would be so exact in the middle of the back. Clamp it to the back of the monitor so you can't see the bulb.
Yeah.
And you can make it any color you want, what you're feeling. You can kind of do your own shot because the gray is already there with the background. So you could put the blue or the orange or the red. That would look cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at the size of that guy's head. Oh wait, that's me. I need new glasses. Kind of reminds me of that story. You're sitting at a bar and you go, look at these two old fat guys sitting across the bar. I hope we're not like them when we get older. And you say, that's a freaking mirror, Dennis.
So Thomas asked, what do you think about the Insta360R? Looks interesting to me. Thomas, my last live stream was pretty much all about it. And Nacho is bitter because they don't like him. And
they don't like me.
I think it's awesome. But the biggest thing that I found out after my live stream that I haven't talked about, and I kind of discovered it in the middle of the live stream because Nacho said that he didn't see the Mavic, and then we saw the Mavic and the Mavic 2. But there is a nice little red note. Actually, I'm going to share my screen because I can do that.
You can do that. Make me small. Small. Make me small. Shrink me. What? You know what the thing is? If you decide to go back to a Mavic, you can get a Mavic Pro for dirt cheap just to use for that. It's a 360 camera.
Yep. I want to get a new one though, because I don't want to buy a used one that someone has really screwed up.
But I'm just saying, even a new one will be cheaper than buying like a Mavic 2.
Right. All right, so if I do this, I got to go back to brand. I got to turn my overlay off. Not a big fan of that. And then I need to.
Why don't you take the shot, the brand, and put it down below, like where I am now? And
I can't.
Oh, that's right. It's stuck there.
I can't move anything. Okay. That would be great. Unless there's a setting to turn my brand off.
Or is there maybe?
Oh.
Anyway, what were you going to show me
Shifts
about
videos up for comment banner. Wait, let me try this real quick. What did that do? That didn't do anything.
And not on this end.
It said, so I turned automatically shift videos up to avoid covering guests in certain layouts. All right.
Oh, bring your iPad back, and things might shift around. It's just that there's only 2 of us here. If there were like 3 or 4 of us, it might move stuff around.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, now it's live with Nacho rolling. I know that guy. He's a jerk. Everybody hates him.
Loser.
That's right, he's a loser. My problem is I'm too diversified. I need to be more specific, but I can't do that. See, well, I don't know. We have Sean,
There it is.
Nacho, and Sean's beard. Change that to Sean's beard.
I like that.
That's good.
All right, so we're going to turn the banner off. We're going to pop a comment up there. We need a long comment. Nice. I'm a big fan of that, actually. That looks all pro. Okay, so
what was ask Brent, what is Brent's talking about that stick? Because he said astronaut designed it. We were talking about that before, but I couldn't remember the name of it. I still want to try one, even though I think they're gone. I think they just failed.
Yeah. Oh, but I wanted to talk about this. So in the store, if you go to buy now for the Insta360 1R,
right,
there is a very important thing over here. So this is why I'm thinking about going back to the original Mavic Pro, because here there's a little thing over here that says compatible with the Mavic Pro's GPS. You click on the Mavic 2, note, not compatible with Mavic 2's GPS.
Well, I also remember that Flypath, I believe, when he tried to put a 360 camera above on the top mount of the Mavic 2, that his GPS wouldn't work at all.
Yep.
And that's not the case with the Mavic Pro, because the GPS is antenna. Well, you got the antennas in the front arms, but there's also the GPS sensor in the back, where I think now it's in the front on the new ones. Because we used to put tinfoil over the tail of the Mavic Pro to keep it from locking satellites, to stay in ADI mode if you wanted to fly someplace you weren't supposed to. Not that I ever did that. Do I seem like a person who do a thing like that? No. Oh, Boy Scout. I still say you need to rename the iPad to Sean's beard, and maybe eventually we'll give Sean's beard like Patrick. Maybe.
There you go.
Very good name for it.
I'm not putting a Patrick on my face.
You don't have to put it on your face. Just a Patrick, Sean's beard. Look how white I am. Oh my God.
Yeah. So with that said, so I've flown a lot of cameras on a lot of different drones, and as soon as you screw up the GPS signal, that drone is really, really hard to fly. It starts drifting. It doesn't have GPS hold.
Right. And with this 360, you're really going to want that, depending on what you're shooting.
But what I really, really, really want is the Insta360 1R on my Parrot Anafi, and then fly a flight plan. That's what I want.
And here's so
I want to fly like 0.5 miles per hour for 30 minutes and get this amazing like VR experience from the air. That's what I want to do. And I think with waypoints on the Mavic Pro 2 would be a good scenario. And I know there's Litchi for the Pro.
Yes.
But Litchi is the one thing that almost crashed my Pro. It like did a flyaway, like a beeline towards a apartment complex. And I know if I lose GPS signal, that's what it's going to do. I know if the app crashes on my phone, that's what it's going to do.
Well, I had Litchi crash on me when I was doing the boat parade, in Santa Cruz, those night shots of all the bulbs with Christmas lights on them, and I couldn't see
Yep.
my drone, and I fired up the regular app. The remote was still connected, so I just calmly let go of the controls, let it stay where it was, and I booted up the normal, Go 4 app or whatever it's called, and I was fine. So if it ever does happen, ideally your thing should just sit there and hover once the app crashes. But
Yeah, and that's what it did. It beelined for an apartment building, and then it stopped right before it hit it. And so I ran over to the parking lot, and my drone is 150 feet up in the air, and I'm like just waiting for it to die so I can catch it.
You couldn't get it the controller wouldn't reconnect at all to it?
No, what I had to do, the controller wasn't connected to it. The app wasn't controlling it. When I rebooted Litchi, it didn't connect to it. So I turned that off, went back to the DJI app, and it still wouldn't connect to it. So I kept flipping it into sport mode and back and forth, like to try to revert back to 80 mode or something. Yeah, because I knew that was a trick, and so I tried that, and then what it did was right when the battery almost died, it went back home to the home point. So at least it still had the home point, and so it just went up into the air and then started flying towards the home. But so then I had to
back there,
run back to the home point just in case I had to catch it there. So
it landed by itself like a nice drone.
It all worked out, but I was terrified.
Oh yeah, I bet. Well, when my drone didn't come back Christmas Eve, I was just like, I actually came back right now. I was like,
yeah.
There were some noises. Was it shut down? I think what happened is the water tower. It ran into the water tower. Like I lost signal, and I was like, well, what the hell? Maybe, and I'm walking around and lifted up, holding the controller over my head, and I think it just drifted and went into because I didn't crash. I was at a dead stop when I lost signal, so I was like, it made no sense. But it's fixed now, but I don't think it's right. It'll never be the same, I think. Just in my head, maybe. It's so windy here, it's hard to tell. So do you think there's little wires in this framework that connect the modules together?
Yep. I'll show you why. So if you look at this picture right here.
In on that? I'm on a phone, so I can barely see anything. Okay, that's good enough. Oh, so that's the connector that connects the two.
Yeah, you see there's a little USB-C right here. So this is the core. This is where the screen is and the brain. Right. On the other side here, which is hard to see, that's where the battery pack goes. But it's a special battery pack that comes with this.
Right. So is it this thing on that last picture you had, the thing all over to the right of the four things? Yeah,
this black thing over here is the battery for the drone. This is the battery for the regular camera.
So it comes with the complete double camera setup, plus the framework and an extra battery.
Yep. The difference is, which I just saw, let me zoom back out. This is nuts. So something else here. So what I don't like is, so I purchased the twin set, which is this one, and it comes with this 360 mod and the 4K, thinking that all I was going to have to do was buy this bracket. But the 360 mod on this camera splits in half on the aerial edition, whereas the 360 edition here, the mod does not split in half. There's no line here. So what I noticed in this, Look at this
Oh.
fine print right here. The split, I'll read it to you since you can't see it. The split lens 360 mod can also be combined and used as a 360 camera with the core standard battery pack. The split lens 360 mod has all the same features as the dual lens 360 mod. So I bought the dual lens 360 mod. So the split lens has all the same features as dual lens, except that it is not waterproof and does not support bullet time. So if you slung that thing around in bullet time, your camera would fall apart. Or it's not waterproof because the lens splits in half.
It's too complicated. I'm glad I'm not interested. Because the more I hear, the less interest I have. That's why part of me wants to watch one of those videos where they turn, because a couple of them I think said like 40 things. 40 things you don't like about it? Whoa, wait a minute.
That's Ben. So Ben and Michael Ty, they're all like, you always have to come up with number things. Like the top, like Michael Ty is like 100 facts about the GoPro Fusion. Or
right.
I like those guys, but the YouTube
like
is getting a little crazy.
Well, that's because the algorithm supports it. It goes for top 10 lists and things like that. My batteries are going. My headset. Hopefully, I don't lose audio. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So the algorithm in YouTube actually promotes stuff like that. The best, top 10, that kind of stuff. It does something with the algorithm. So that's why they do it. Oh, the 3 worst reasons to buy blah, blah, blah. Oh, controversy. Well, you move up the list.
Yeah. There was one guy that did a review on the new unique drone that's kind of a flop. But he put up a video, the first ever person to review this drone, and I saw it at Best Buy that day. Just gonna buy it, fly it, review it, and then say the second ever review of this drone. But I just don't like making up weird stuff for like clickbait. I just want to be. I want to build. I don't care if my channel is growing slowly, but I want it to grow the way that I want it to grow.
That's how I
like.
feel.
There's this chick on it's TikTok. Her name is I'm the J, and she's this girl that's like, she's cute, but at the same time she does all these weird, stupid videos. And she blew up over the last 6 months. I've been kind of following her just because I'm curious as to why people watch her. But she just does stupid things. TikTok. And then, right, it's TikTok. TikTok's stupid. But in 6 months, she was flown out to LA and has and is on Howie Mandel's TikTok channel, fist bumping Howie Mandel. So she became famous being stupid, got to meet Howie Mandel because Howie Mandel got famous by being stupid. You know, he's kind of above that, which is weird. Right. Like, yeah, but his TikTok is kind of going back to his old days of like, you know, acting like he's autistic or has Tourette's or something, whatever his character was. But now she is pigeonholed as a weird person. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, but she's just like Jenny McCarthy. She was hot, but she was really freaking crazy and funny. Now she just does nothing but New Year's Day.
Right. Yeah, so I don't want to be pigeonholed as, like, I've watched Michael Ty, like, kind of, and no offense if anybody's ever going to watch this, but like Michael Ty has, like, you know, he's a very smart, journalistic type person that's kind of introverted. And so in order to make his YouTube channel interesting, he does all these like over the top kind of crazy things to kind of add interest. And I kind of just wish he went back to just actually doing the tests and the reviews, like the reason I started following him in the first place. I just don't want to be fake so that people will watch me. I want people to watch me for me. I want legitimate followers that are like-minded people that like like the content. I mean, I'm all about like improving myself based on people's comments and based on, constructive criticism. And, you say something and then the next week my lighting's better. And then you nitpick me again. And then every week I'm trying to improve what I'm doing. And I trust, the things that you're saying and the things that other people are saying. But some of these videos where people are like, this camera will change everything, or like, and I've fallen victim to it. I always say at the beginning of my drone videos, is this the best 4K consumer drone? Only time will tell. Like, that's on all my videos, because only time will tell. I mean, it's a true statement, but it's also, something in there for people to look at. We've been on here for an hour and 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So
now, I'm tired of all the hype, because it seems like it's hype for hype's sake. It seems like these lately. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Give me a second. I'll be right back. I just need to. I'm trying to do something, but it's not working. Or just mute my camera for a second, because I only put a shirt on.
Yeah.
I didn't get dressed. I was in bed. I just put a shirt on so I look presentable. I wanted to. There you go. So this is a pain in the ass, is what you're saying, this camera.
That's not what I said at all.
So it's a pain in the ass and nobody should buy it.
That's not what I said.
It's kid.
Trying to get banned now?
It's not one thing used different ways. It's actually multiple models, multiple modules. There's the split camera, the dual camera, the 4K camera, and
the
two
1-inch
different battery packs. Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I got the one. So I got this edition,
Which
which
edition?
is 360 and 4K, and then I got this module, the 1-inch. So I have all three. I'll have all three lenses, one core, and one battery pack. And then if I end up buying the drone, so my plan is to sell my Unique and to sell my Segway, and get the money to take that money and purchase a DJI Mavic Pro Original and the Mavic Pro Edition. So that, because a 360 camera that's meant to go on a drone is something that I've been waiting for.
We've had this conversation many times. You know, I'm with you on that. I want to fly around, and I don't want my drone in the pictures. I would love that, but I'm not buying it until I see somebody doing something with it. I want to see it working, and not some hype ad. Because you know what? Yeah, just take GoPro, for example. They use the same videos promoting the Max as they did. Some of the videos were the same promoting the Max and the Hero 8. Which one was it? Or are none of these it? And you're just showing us what we want to see, what we could possibly do. You know, they never say that that's footage from it, so they can do whatever they want. So, and to be honest, how much is the one in the, and yeah, how do they sell the modules individually, or are they just all kits?
So the 1-inch mod is $299. That's just the mod. That's not the whole camera.
Right.
So the 1-inch camera, wait, no. The 1-inch edition is $549. But so basically what I did is I purchased the twin edition, which comes with the 360 and the 4K. And then I added a $299 mod with the 1-inch. Oh, sorry. So basically I spent
A lot of money.
$780 for 3 cameras.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. You must be richer than I am, because those numbers bother me. I mean, you buy and sell stuff, and I get it, and you're reviewing it, and it's interesting. I don't know. You know what? I'm thinking that I have all these cameras, right? But I can tell you that some days I go out with my phone and I take such beautiful pictures just playing with my phone, and I realize that the camera is a tool. You know what I mean? And when we put beautiful stuff on the internet, like speaking of beautiful stuff, like Sean's big head. Oh, it's me. Beautiful. You look like you're in a photo studio, and I'm like in a t-shirt that I wore because I plan on throwing it out instead of bringing it dirty onto the plane with me. Okay, so it's not fair. Yeah, but I find that, you know, you could take a guy and he can use anything, any camera, and do beautiful pictures. I remember doing beautiful pictures with my Pentax K1000 in high school. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, like when I bought the M50, which I love, I went out with the kit lens and took beautiful pictures with the kit lens. And then I go home and I grab all these other lenses, and then I'm like, it took the fun out of it. I'd rather, something about just having a basic tool and going out there and making it work is what it's all about. Like when you showed me that this thing can do star trails automatically with an algorithm, it made me sick. Okay, because I've sat out there at night. I've done it. I've stacked, and I've spent hours doing stuff like that. And only people that really put their heart into it and showed talent and had talent could do it. And now you can push one button and walk away and come back a half hour later and it's done. Ew. Okay.
Right.
It's just like, oh, look what I did. No, you pushed a button and took credit for what some bunch of scientists somewhere figured out algorithms to make that work. You didn't do it. You know, you don't, and you, I guess there still has to be some talent, but I'm sure they'll teach you that. Like, for example, if you want to do a video on how to do this, the first thing you have to remember is you have to find the North Star. You know that, right?
Yep.
Okay, you do know that. Because you're not going to get, because the North Star, when you do these long exposures, it's perfect. It stays still. And then all the other stars spin around it. It's very cool. You just can't point it anywhere. But, you know, I'm no professional when it comes to star photography, but I do love it. And seeing people being able to do it really easily kind of pisses me off. Although my iPhone 11 still does good night shots. I can't believe that I could do stars with my iPhone now. I'm a curmudgeon. I'm becoming an old fart.
Yep.
Beating the purists right out of me.
So I'm going to pull something up.
Easy.
This is a 360 equirectangular image that I took in Halo 3.
Oh, you fancy pants. I've done it in Minecraft.
Yep.
I try to keep my geeky Minecraft side to myself.
Yep. But this was back in the day when I knew how to do this with the DSLR camera. I went in there with the same
concept, screenshot.
Yep, screenshot. And then this one picture took me, gosh, how long did it take me? I mean, it was like probably 6 hours. Because I could only save like 4 screenshots at a time.
Right.
So I'd take 4 screenshots and then I'd go to my computer and download those 4 screenshots. Then I go get another 4 screenshots.
Oh, that's right. You're doing it on a game on an Xbox.
Yep.
DJ for Christmas Halo's been released for computer now. What do you mean you've been an old fart? Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, but I was flexible and open to new ideas, and now I've suddenly become. I'm still old, but now I'm becoming stubborn, and I'm like, I don't want to hear about new stuff. I'm fine with my Canon. I don't need that. And that's another one. You remember I made all those videos on Instagram with me doing stupid things, running around and doing, the tiny planets and spinning them. On my Instagram page, it did okay, right? There's one that I have, but then what is that? Something Let's Veer or whatever said, hey, can we post this on our page? And the thing got 1 million views in like a couple of days. And I was just, and it got nothing for me in Instagram. It did nothing. I guess it's all in the hashtags, I guess.
Yeah.
That's nice. You, Sean. That's pretty. Nice colors.
Yeah, this was done with the Parrot Bebop and a $3 piece of software that some guy made called Bebop 360. And so this was like years before sphere mode on the Spark.
Right.
Blew the internet up like, oh, it's amazing, it's new, it's fresh. Like,
well,
I was doing that years ago.
My best, like the asteroid shots that you do with the newer DJIs. And,
yeah.
And mine, all the asteroids I've done were with the with 360 cameras on the bottom of the drone, and then going up and doing into an asteroid. And to be honest with you, I think mine are better. But of course I do. They're mine.
Yeah. This was when I broke the rules and flew at night with my Phantom 3. I didn't even know that there were rules back then.
Yeah. Look, this is the problem. Honestly, I'm not saying because we all did stuff.
Right.
We all did stuff that we found out was illegal later on. But that exactly is the problem. Like it's almost like they should make you take the test before you can buy a drone. You have to have a license before you can order it. That would probably solve a lot of the problems.
They wouldn't make any money that way.
Well, maybe that's not necessarily.
Well, that's one of the reasons I didn't end up buying the Skydio. I was like, okay, so there's all this technology that it can track you, it can follow you, but like the rule about you must have full control of your drone at all times, and you need to fly line of sight. Like both of those are completely out of the window when you got a drone flying behind you that you're not controlling.
What I don't understand is how is that legal to sell? If it doesn't have control. If it doesn't, if it's a fly, why don't they call it? Do they technically call it a drone? Is it classified as a drone? Because maybe they could play some wording game, but I don't understand. If you're selling something that's like that, shouldn't there be, an issue? Like
it doesn't matter as far as the FAA is concerned. It is an unmanned. What is it? UAS? Unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV.
Yep.
Or there's UAS, and I don't remember what UAS stands for, but it definitely falls under that classification, and it's not, it definitely weighs more than 250 grams.
This is true. There was a lot of hype around the first Skydio, and then you didn't hear anything. And then the second one, I don't know. It's I don't I know people love it, but it's there's a lot of hype. And if you learn how to fly, it's really like, why did I do this? I love those ketchup packets, by the way.
Oh, I think that's brilliant. That's the first one I ever saw.
Oh, they are brilliant. They have them at the hospital.
2011, July 23rd. My life was rocked.
Yeah. And then they're great. I'm like, oh, I can dip. Oh, I can squirt. Oh my God, somebody's brilliant.
That idea and the spoon in the McFlurries at McDonald's.
That's also a straw.
It's also the blender.
Oh.
So they stick the straw in, or they stick the spoon in, and then snap it into the machine, blend your McFlurry, and then pull the spoon off, and then hand it to you, and there is no cleanup.
I've never gotten one, so I don't know. I'm trying to scroll your pictures. I can't do anything. I'm just looking at them going, oh. You have a lot of these pictures. A lot of food.
Yeah, there's the little planet that I made in Halo with that same image. Back in the day when I had to do it in Photoshop.
Yeah, but now anybody can do anything, and it's kind of annoying.
I had to polar project it in Photoshop, and I always got the direction wrong, so I'd always make a tunnel first, and then had to make a planet.
Negative. Gotcha.
This was back when I did it with a DSLR camera with a big wide-angle fisheye lens on it.
Yep.
So I'm in the picture 3 times, and Andy's in the picture 3 times, and Josh is in it.
So what DSLR do you have now? Or
I don't have one more. I have a EOS M, a Canon EOS M, so it's a mirrorless.
All right. But it still uses lenses and stuff, so right?
Yeah.
I'm hooked on mirrorless. I'll say that. I'm not going back. I can't see any. I mean, unless I went back into shooting motorsports again, I'm not going back.
Man, I haven't looked at some of these images in a long time.
You should look at my Instagram page. You can see a lot of crap that you haven't seen in a long time. And puppy pictures. Lots of puppy pictures. And Sean's beautiful wife holding the kitty.
Yep.
Get Sean and I, he married up.
Yep, that's my girl. This was on our honeymoon.
She's got a lot of freckles. Where were you?
Gatlinburg. This is my picture that's been published several times. Joe's Crab Shack downtown. This is a fake tilt shift.
The cameras do that automatically these days. My little Canon that I carry, does that. I forgot what they call it. Look at you, all creative. You're so.
I was into Drost for a little bit. I downloaded GIMP to make this happen.
That's cool.
Oh man, I hit the wrong button. Oh wait.
Look at you. You're not just a pretty face, are you, Sean?
Nope, I've got some skills.
You do.
So this is what I used to do whenever I made. Here's my old logo. That's funny. This is what I used to do. I would, instead of doing a tiny planet on like a really cool surface, I would always go out in the middle of the grass because I always had to fake the middle part of the planet.
Gotcha.
So
clone it.
And it was so easy just to take a picture of the ground, like hold my tripod over the ground and take a picture of it.
Drop it in later.
Yeah, but you can tell. I mean, I wasn't that good at it. You can tell it from here. I mean, I was all right. better than a lot of guys nowadays. But
I have Jello pictures too in my studio. That's the only thing I have hung up in my studio. Still, after all that, it was for a class that I took in photography. I was high key, low key, and I did a high key picture with like 4 glasses of different colored Jello in a with a white high key background. They gave us a gray background to work with, like you have behind you, and we had to do using one background. We had to do a high key and a low key picture.
Very cool.
I love assignments. Sometimes I have a problem thinking of what to do. I have these skills to do things, but I need a direction. That's why I like helping other people. You know, if you say I want to do this, and I could say, well, I could think of 10 ways to do this. Donuts.
Yeah. That was back when I didn't like making the middle work. So I'd flip the planet, did a reverse in the middle so it'd make this little donut. Maybe that's something we should do on my channel. Maybe we should do like a assignment of the month, and then on the last live stream, we'll show everybody's submissions.
A project, a concept. Give something and say, okay, everybody, I want you to do this, and with almost no details. I'm trying to figure out what Thomas is laughing at. He said something. Oh, okay. I'm finally seeing the chat. Yeah, like ooh, I like that. We had these icicles hanging from the back porch, and I had a bunch of them catching. And I had a brand new. It was like I just got this macro lens, and I was out there just trying to catch the drops coming off of it. Good times.
Yeah. This is entitled Self-Portrait.
Is that you in the kitty's eye?
Yep.
Good kitty. People don't appreciate this stuff, you know, enough to like make a channel float. You know what I mean? That's the thing, because this is the stuff I like, and people like the people in my gaming server. I think one of the reasons I got rid of the gaming server was because they watch my videos and just mock me. They're depressing and they're slow. Why is it so quiet? They want you to jump up and down like a fool and make them laugh, and this they didn't appreciate the work that went into it. And when I see people, you ever been to a party and you have like a couple of people and they're trying to be louder and dumber than each other, and it escalates over time? I don't want to chip into that. Because I can. Trust me, I can.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be part of that. I want to just have fun. I don't want to compete. I just want to put out stuff and do it.
I heard you say you don't want to compete. You just want to put out.
Yeah, I want to put out as much as I can, everywhere I can.
So I'm testing you.
And I subtly cross the line back. Subtly. See, people are just angry because I can be very subtle and go, oh, and to the point where I don't think he knows what he said. You know, I know what I said.
Yeah, I'm smart. So this picture right here,
yes,
is one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken.
Okay.
And I took it in the Burger King parking lot.
I love this. I love when you get these pictures of people like that. This is when you try to explain to people that beauty is all around you if you take the time to see it.
Yep. This little bush is in a pile of dirt in a half barrel on the sidewalk of a Burger King.
And but the dew was perfect, and you were in the right place at the right time. I get it.
And it was raining, and I took this picture from inside my vehicle with the window rolled down. So I'm like keeping my camera from getting wet. I've got the 300 millimeter zoom lens. It's also a macro. It has a macro mode.
Right.
So I'm zoomed in and I'm in macro mode. And this is the picture I got.
Oh, that reminds me. When I go home, I'm bringing back my big camera bag.
Oh yeah, your Big Daddy lens.
No, I sold them. I sold all the big ones, but I'm gonna bring all the ones I have left. I still have 8 or 9 different lenses I can use. Specifically, the macro lens is one of my favorites. So I'm gonna.
Yeah.
One of the first things I do. Well, I have a lot of work to do when I get home, but is get my camera bag out of the basement and load all my lenses back up and flashes, and because I have I could make money. People ask me all the time, "Hey, we're doing this party, graduation pictures or whatever," and I'm like, man, I don't have the lens I want with me on the bike, but I have lots of flashes and lighting things and backdrops, stands, stuff that all fit in a small bag. So basically, I'm taking the photo studio on the road, taking all the lenses I could need. I'm definitely gonna enjoy myself. Ooh. And take some beautiful, well-lit pictures of my dog. I'm gonna do professional level puppy pics. Little Nicky. Look at that. Oh my God, my beard's so white.
Yeah.
I'm an old man. I think I'm getting gray on the side. Oh my God. I don't like this.
Well, Nacho, thanks for hanging out. I am going to go to bed.
I'm ready for bed. I was going to say goodnight too, so you beat me to it. I didn't want to mess with you.
But I think StreamYard is going to be a nice addition to the channel this year.
Yes, it is.
I think this went really well.
Agreed. I'm just jealous that you have that nice portrait level background that I have. Hotel room.
Yeah.
Not fair. You're nicely lit. I got a lamp. See? Although, it's funny, this lamp is barely reflecting off my glasses. Every time I try to light myself, it's horrible.
Yeah. Well, the background in my YouTube channel on my normal live stream is just a king size blanket from Walmart that was like $20. You can put that in one of your.
I have one. I have that same blanket. I'm pretty sure in a cover on my bed in my studio in Yuma. Yeah, I get it. I'm bringing the green screen back, and I'm bringing the rear stand back. It's basically just 2 light stands with a bar that hooks onto the top. And I'm gonna be able, so I could put the green screen up, because I made it happen in other places, but I want to be able to put it up. We'll put the gray background up and do pictures. We would have so much fun.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody.
All right, man.
Yeah. Bye, everybody. In chat. Feel better there, Thomas. And we'll see you on the internet. I thought I'll wait for you to kick me off. Okay, I can leave. There.
I like that button. Oh, he left. All right. Peace out, guys. I'll check y'all in the next video. Please like, subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell for notifications when I put out more videos like this. And yeah, have a wonderful night, guys. Peace out.